Good morning, babies, and welcome to Simply Stacy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. Well, this morning during my prayer time, I always pray and ask God to give me what to pray for in the mornings. And today, through revelation, through prayer, God started dealing with me about having no gods before Him. And some things that we don't realize we have made a God and rose it above God. We don't even realize it. And one of the things he told me as I was praying out, I said, Lord, forgive me if I don't had any gods before you. You know, we already know you can make food a God. You can make TV a God, music a God. But have you ever looked at yourself, making yourself a God above God? Because when we make decisions in our lives and don't consult with God, or we do consider ourselves consulting with God, but we really don't wait for the answer from God, and we go in our flesh and we are being led by our flesh and not by the Spirit of God. We don't allow ourselves to be a God to ourselves. A lot of us make decisions and do things in life according to our way of thinking, not the mind of Christ. That means you have allowed yourself to become a God because you're not doing things the way God desires for you to do. You're doing them according to your flesh. Believe me, babies, our flesh is always at war with the spirit. That's word. And as we go out on our daily journey to work, to school, with our families, just going to the store, the enemy is always pulling at us, trying to get us to do things outside of God. But we have to remember, babies, that God first, His way first, not our thoughts, God's thoughts, not our ways, God's ways. Babies, we don't want to put no God before Him. Your pastor, your friends, your family, even yourself. Don't put yourself and your desires and your needs above the desires of God and His needs for you and what His needs is for you to do in this life. Every day, people are making decisions outside of the realm of God, claiming to be believers, claiming to be believers. But yet, every action, every deed, and everything they do is outside the realm of God because they done made this world a God. They done made TV a God. They listen at the stars more than they listen at God. They pick up a magazine when they see the favorite star on there. They listen at what they're saying more than they're listening at the word of God. They pick those magazines up, they pick up things with their stars on there and don't even pick up the Bible. So, babies, we have to do it God's way. Don't make anything a God above God. Don't let your flesh rise above God. Don't do it. Don't do it, babies. Don't let your flesh rise above God. Don't make yourself a God above God. Because He said He'll have no God before Him. So kill this flesh. Fast, pray, seek God, get understanding. Let this flesh die. Don't let it become a God in your life. Kill that God. Kill that little God. Kill this flesh. And don't let it rise up against God, the true and living God. Don't make yourself a God. Let God rule and reign in your life. He wants your mind. He wants your eyes. He wants your body. He wants every part of you submitted to Him. And if it's not, you don't allow it to be a God. Babies, I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Smooth to sugar woogles.